So let's fetch our posts from our database. So right inside this main area, I'm gonna add PHP scope, and first of all we need our connection to database. So adding connecting DB variable, and we don't have the header DB file, function file and session file included in this blog.php. So in order to work with db.php file, we need to require this db.php file. So I'm gonna open my posts.php and let's copy all of these headers from here. Closing this one, let's put them at the beginning of this page. So now we have included this db.php file, which means we can easily work with that file content. So defining this one as an global in case if you are using PHP 5.6 version. After that I will have an SQL statement. So select static from my table of posts. Then on the next line we will have this variable of stempty that will grab our database connection and call the method of PDO, which is query, and passing our SQL here. After that we will have our while loop. So I will have this variable data rows that will use stempty object and call the method of fetch. Then we will have our variables. So let's bring first the structure of our table. So here I have this post table. So I will fetch every single column of this table. So the first column here is, you can see this post ID. So I will have this variable with the name of post ID that will fetch the column of our ID from our table. Then we will have our variable of date time that will fetch our column of date time, all in lower form. Then we will have our column of title, post title, putting title in the lower form, same as my database. Category here, author, image and post. After fetching our post, now it's time to show our post. Right here I will show my post by using cards. So adding div with the bootstrap class of card, and there will be no card header. Now right inside this card we will have our div of card dash body, and I will start with the card title. I'm not adding the card header here, so I will have an h4 tag with the bootstrap class of card dash title, and here I will have one PHP scope in which I will echo my post title in order to see my post title. Then after my card title I will show the date and time. I'm gonna have this small tag, so I can say written by, then I can put my admin name in a PHP scope, and right after this one, right after my admin name, I will have the date. So written by this admin on this date. So echo date time. Then I will have one HR tag, and at last we will have one p tag in which we will show our post description. Now saving this one. So if I refresh my page, you can see this, and also you can see this one look quite nicer, written by Jazib on this date and time. You can skip this time by limiting the characters, it's completely up to you, or you can choose your own format to make it nicer. or you can have two separate column, one will be for date and one will be for time, and you can just simply show the date column here, not the time. It's completely up to you how you want to organize your code. I just want to show you both date and time at one place. That's why I was using the same one column. On this text, I will apply the bootstrap class of card dash text, and then you can see we have this small tag. I will apply another class of bootstrap, that is text dash muted. So if I refresh my page now, you can see it looks a bit gray, which is good, right? So we are not showing our image. So right after the card class, right before card body, I will show my image. So adding the img tag. So for its location, go to my uploads folder and then look for this image in a PHP scope. So echo image, and we have to put all this in a double quote. So if I save this one and let's refresh my page, this image, if I make this one on a smaller screen, you can see that this one looks ugly. So I will apply the bootstrap classes on this image. So giving a bootstrap class of img dash fluid to make this image responsive, and I can apply one more class of card dash top to make it appear on the top. So if I refresh my page, this one looks responsive. So it's possible that this image was accurate according to the width and height of our blog, but there will be some cases when we have a larger image. So in that case, we can add a style of maximum height 450px, and you can also define the minimum height for your image. So saving this one, refreshing my page, so it's already fit, that's why we don't have to worry. So you can see this card is very beautiful, and after that, after one information that this was written by Jazib on January this one, you can see we have this text. So I will add the badge right at this side for the comments, as we have not covered our comment section inside this course. So for now I will just add the comments text that we will fill later inside this course. So right after this small tag, I'm gonna add the span tag that have the text of comments 20, and let's make it float at the right position. So adding the style float right, refreshing my page, you can see this text here. Let's also apply some bootstrap class of badge, refreshing my page now. So comments 20 got this badge. You can make the color of badge red, green or blue. So it will be badge dash dark for the darker color, see. And also let's apply the bootstrap class of text dash light on it. So after this text we will have one button. So right after this p tag, I will add one anchor tag that will take our user to this full post dot php, where the user can add the comment on that post and also see the full post. Let's make it appear in the right, so float to be right one, and adding one span tag with the bootstrap class of btn dash info, and for the text I will have this button read more and adding these angular bracket 2 times. So if I save this one and let's refresh my page, you can see this read more button. So basic purpose of this button to have some button where the user can see the full post. So if we have another page to see the full post, we don't have to show the whole text here. So we can limit the content of this text by adding the substr function. So right in this PHP scope of post description, I will add if condition, same what we did with the post.php file. So if my length of this post description is greater than 150 characters, then just show me 0 to 150 characters. So here I will add this post description variable and make this variable to sub str from 0 to 150, and then we will concatenate it with 3 dots. Then we will echo our post description. So let's make all of this in a one line. So if I save my page now and refresh my page, there is nothing. Why is that? It's because we have to cut this ending of string length function from here and put it here. If I refresh my page now, see, now we have only 150 characters here, and then we have read more button. So we will click on this read more button to view the full post. And one last thing which I want to clear here, whenever you are showing some content out of your database, it's always a best practice to use HTML entities function on your echo statement so that you won't break any HTML syntax. So I will apply the HTML entities function on every single data. So applying HTML entities here, then post title, then admin, then my date, then on post description here. So saving this one, refreshing my page. So we are just seeing only one post. So in order to see every single post, we have to cut the ending of our while loop from here, and we have to put that ending just after the ending of our card. So it will be here, but we can only put it in a separate PHP scope. So if I save this one and refresh my page, you can see we have all the posts here with the same design. Cool, right? So this is the first post on this blog, and if I can show you real quick, here is this post. This is a first post on this blog, but technically this post is the older one, it's not the latest post. So in order to fetch the latest post which has the later ID of 13, you have to apply the order by on your select query. So I will apply the order by clause on this ID column. So I want to show descending, so DESC here. Saving this one, if I refresh my page, see, so the life of an insect is at the index of first on this blog.php page, and also you can see it on the 13, which means it's the latest post. So if you are following the date and time format of SQL, you can directly apply the SQL function on date and time. But I'm not following the SQL format, I'm just writing my own format here. That's why I cannot apply the SQL function on this date and time. So the ID one is working quite well. So that's it.